Okay, guys, I gotta talk about OPTT. This thing has been absolutely a monster run, and this is one of my most favorite setups I see for momentum stocks. And the more videos I make, the more you see it. You'll see time and time again how often this works. And I say, like, 8 out of 10 times, you make nice, good money. And, like, obviously, we have a plan B if it don't work. But I want to talk about OPTT analysis. The current where it's at currently, where I would like to buy, what I think is going to happen, all that. We all have our, our predictions, educated guesses, and all that. But with this analysis, I'm looking at the chart, no bias. What has it done, and what does most stocks do with this? So first things first, I would not touch OPTT unless if it touches this green band for a trend reversal, which it has not done that. Or I look to touch it when it makes an uptrend, when it touches this red band. So if it touches this upper band, this is called my Keltner channel. It does not mean I short it. This just means it's cautious. It could be it's normally a sell zone, and you see this OPTT just kept going up, right? This was just a monster move, right? Look at that massive volume, 300 million, 80, 200, 256, and this usually just, it had decent volume, but it just took off, right? So the way I play this stock and the way I like to do it is I look for the pullback, right? If you see price come all the way up to here, I would not buy it, up above this red band. Yes, it can keep going up, but I want to see that pullback. So we get this massive pullback right up in here. Where I look to buy my entry is the EMA 5, the 10, and then the 20. Okay, those are the things. You could be a little safer and just buy the 10, but as you can see, right in here, you see the two bounce zones are in here. So we get this bounce effect right up in here. We go from a low up here, making it 60%. So ideally, though, you would have your average, if you do exactly what I say, in the middle of here. But here's the beautiful thing about this strategy. You don't need an insane amount of returns, okay? This gave you a 22% from the top. You're not trying to call the tops of anything, okay? I would always take the 10% returns, and then you hold some for home run hits, okay? So I take 90% off at 10%, and then I hold my last 10% of shares break even. Well, it breaks even right here, right? Because price kept going down, and I'm glad it did, because now I can get a better average, because now I'm at that next level that I like, because remember, we play these EMAs as the bounces. We don't know which one's going to be the big one. It could have been the 5, it could have been the 10, but we have a probability of this works 8 out of 10 times, a big amount of times, and this one did amazing, right? So as you can see, we don't buy when prices hit the upper band. We wait for that pullback, okay? This price pulls all the way back to this big level right up in here. You can see at this top of this candle here, that's where all this price consolidated. So on this EMA 20 is your next entry. There's no reason to stop out of this trade. It's okay if it goes a little under, because the next big level is here. But if it goes under this EMA 50, game's over, okay? That's your stop, okay? So yeah, it does kind of suck, if it goes below this, you're looking at roughly a 20% stop loss. But as you can see, as time goes, this EMA 50 is going up. So it's good to see that, because that shows you we're in an uptrend. When you have that bottom EMA 50 as support, you're constantly going up. So as you can see right in here, a nice bullish consolidation, right? We had this big move up, and we make a beautiful cup pattern, right? We just, we kind of consolidate, and we have the next big move. I think we get the handle to this cup right in here, but what you look for is the same pattern we've seen over here. We had this big move up, we hit this upper Keltner channel, and then now look at this EMAs. They're all spread out perfectly, just like in this pattern here. But what I want to see is, I want to see the pullback, okay? This EMA 5 gave you that nice big pullback. As you can see, the indicators do lag, but this was a clear touch. And when we got really close, this was actually connecting and gave you that nice bounce, and it was just absolutely beautiful. Right up in here, guess what? That was a 40% bounce from that EMA 5. Absolutely fire, okay? And that's the kind of the bounce effects that I look for, okay? We don't know how big these bounce effects can be. We know they're going to be big, but you want to make sure you lock in some gains, because in this scenario over here, what if I didn't take these gains here, right? And I didn't take these here, and then I missed out on a nice gain, and then I would have been stuck with an average way up in here, right? But then I got a better average because I waited. Once these plays levels hit, I don't play them again. So the 5 and the 10, they hit, and then I only play the 20. If it bounces and I get my gain, then I don't play it again. Okay, that you only play these levels once because these are very risky stocks. Any stock that is literally under $5 is more of a riskier stock because they don't. I mean, the price is lower. There's a reason for that. The algos usually put them where they should be, okay, and then sometimes they're proven wrong, and that's why they had these massive pumps. So beautiful bounce right here, absolutely beautiful. You hit this upper Keltner channel, so we know it's a very bullish trend, and those are the best momentum stocks. And you come back to the EMA 5 for your bounce effect. My next area actually is still the 5 because you did not see a physical hit here. We'll see when the next day comes. Maybe it'll connect it because, like I said, some indicators lag. But the next area I'm looking for sure is that 10. See if we get a bounce or drop down to here, and then I'll do the same process I did here, guys. But as you can see right in here, we had this nice consolidation, and yeah, you could easily took this here from this EMA 10 to here was a 30% move, and you can see how you kind of really could have kept 10, 10, 10, 10, and really made massive returns just doing that. But if you really believe in a company, this is the way I like to trade. Okay, it gets rid of the FOMO. We know in a clear point. This alerts me to say, hey, I'm never going to buy OPTT way up in here. It just doesn't make sense. Anybody that bought it over $1 up in here, it's pulling back. It pulled all the way back. You can look at this 15-minute chart here. You can see, look at this massive move it had, right? It kept going up. And then this right here was your dip entry right up in here. And look at this fast returns that these EMAs give you. Literally, you put a limit order right on those EMAs, you catch that nice wick candle down, and then it comes all the way back up, making 40% in literally a matter of 30 minutes, okay? Or in an hour or so. That's just absolutely insane, right? That you make those kind of returns. And that's how I play momentum stocks. If the stock is a big runner, it will hit my upper band. And then I reassess and be like, okay, is the company good? Is the news good? Is everything about this company I do like. I like it. I have another member in this that made thousands and thousands of dollars on this stock. He has held through it. He's done the research, read the Seeking Alpha articles about it. Everything's great about it. It looks very bullish here right now at this time. But you gotta wait for the price to come to you. If it does not come to you, then you just be patient. I promise you these EMAs will hit. You just don't know exactly when. Like right in here, you see how price just kept going up, right? And that could do that. But price does not have to do this kind of pattern. It can do something like this where it goes up and then just plummets down to the CMA 5, right? And you could have lost out on all these gains if you didn't take them. So have a plan. Maybe for a more volatile stock, you can be like, okay, I'm going to take some off at 20%. Okay, and then I'm going to hold some for home run, and I'm going to put a trailing stop loss. If it keeps going up, then I keep making money. And then when it decides to dump, I'm out, and then I load in on the next area, which is this EMA 10, then the 20 and the 50. This 50, if it goes below this 50, then I stop out and I play another stock. It's really that easy. By the time that happens, you made so much money on this stock that you just don't really care, right? You're like, okay, I made a good bit, or I can look for a new fresh trend. But this looks like a beautiful, kind of a beautiful cup here, whoop, and, perfect pattern there. But I really like this company. I just want to do analysis on this because I know a lot of people are overhyped about it. I know people that this thing went up 84%. They're just buying it up and up and up. And that's good and all, but do keep in mind, the show will end. Okay, price cannot be imbalanced. When it's up on these upper bands, it has to correct, okay? But eventually, it's going to die out, okay? So remember, price moves in waves. And when it's imbalanced, it's going to come back to those reversions of the mean, which is your EMAs. And when they're trending up, then you're in an uptrend. But these lower price stocks, they don't hold uptrends long. These aren't going to be like NVIDIA where they keep trending up and up and up in time. Could you have got the stock that could, go way up, and keep going? Yeah, sure. OPT could be one of them. And I really do like this company. And that's why I'm playing these bounce effects because it has way better fundamentals than most pennies that I've seen. So I think this holds this value. Hope you guys liked this video. If you guys want to join the premium Discord, hit the link down below in the YouTube comments below. And in the description, it'll say join the premium Discord. for my alerts and system. And when you come on in, it'll take you to this free chat landing page. I'm going to show you guys so many strategies that what made me a full-time trader, and I still do all these exact strategies to a T to make consistent profit and do this full time, and you can too. But hit day trade alerts right in here if you want to have access to all my strategies, all my alert signals, and all my education for only 12 bucks a month. And you might be asked, well, why is that so cheap? It's because everyone can, if you put a little money into something, you got to put a little money in something, just like your college, your intuition, and anything you do that you put a little bit of resource in, that you're going to be more prolonged to do it. Just like for fitness, if you pay a little bit of money to watch some DVDs like P90X, right? You're gonna be like, wow, I don't want to just blow my money. I want to do this. So I figured out the best way is charge a little bit, not something outrageous. I've seen people charge hundreds of dollars and it's extreme. I'm like, the market is hard, trading is hard. But with these exact strategies that I do, we cut the BS and we look at what is going to happen and what is a nice educated guess according to all the past experiences and backlogs that I've seen. So day trade alerts, if you hit that, you'll get access to my swing trades and day trade alerts, education, live streams, mentorship, anything you like, for only 12 bucks a month. And I had my what I'm talking about right here is a swing trading strategy here, but I highly recommend you watch the day trading strategies too. I like day trading much more. It gives you much faster returns and they're more consistent. I have one of the best selling option strategies that I think you guys are going to love too. Works for small accounts or big accounts, and depending on what you like. But make sure you hit server shop here. You can read about the 2 memberships. Day Swing Trading Plus is only 12 bucks. It will always be there. It will never go up. That I guarantee. And if you do subscribe, do it on your computer to avoid that iOS fee. And if you do have an Android, you will have to use your computer. But once you subscribe, like I said, you can use your phone just as fine. Or you can use your or subscribe on Google or Safari on your Android to do it. They're just having little issues, but it'll probably be fixed eventually. But hope you guys like this video. OPTT, waiting for a pullback around this EMA 5. I'll get in again, and then this EMA 10. My profit target is conservative. I'm always looking for 10%, scale some out, and then I hold some at break even to see how high this goes. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Give this video a like, subscribe, comment. It helps the YouTube channel out, helps me want to make more videos, and I'll see you guys in the Discord if you decide to join. Happy trading, guys.